two social media apps that I use these days. It's Instagram and YouTube. But right behind me, here in the heart of Edinburgh, they are actually promoting Eddie! No, what I meant to say is they're promoting TikTok. So, quite a shocker. I guess I'm out of the trend. I don't know if I should get involved with TikTok a bit more. Mag-approach?
Huwag kang mag-approach.
Ng ano?
Kasi mag-picture muna.
Sige, picture daw. We'll do pictures muna. Cheers!
Feels.
Okay. Where are you from, Rick? Then he won't get that joke perfect. Okay, right. And I need another strong guy. This guy here.
Action rock and roll. Awesome, thank you. We are at the Edinburgh Cathedral. This is called the Edinburgh Cathedral.
So St. Giles, isn't it?
St. Giles. And we've been here maybe about 3 times, but I feel like each time you go here, you'll see new details that you haven't seen before. Or maybe it's because we're sitting down and you finally get to really pay attention to things that you may not have seen before while walking around the place. So it's quite nice to be able to just take your time in a spot, and then from there, that's when you start to really notice other stuff that you haven't seen before. What stuff do you like here? Or do you like anything about the church?
The stained glass, obviously. So, some details.
Yeah, if you are into photography, the view right ahead of me is just, it's just, yeah, make sure you have a nice camera when you're here. The main reason why we are in Edinburgh, aside from seeing St. Giles, which is such a pretty church. Is this the biggest cathedral in Edinburgh?
I think so. I have no idea.
Right.
It's the prettiest, maybe.
It's the prettiest. There are other churches or cathedrals here. This one really tops the icing on the cake. But the main reason why we're here is because there is an Edinburgh festival. And does it happen every August of the year?
Yeah, when there's no pandemic.
Right. What you can find in the Edinburgh Festival, they have plays, they have movies, they have live performances. What's something you enjoy the most? Or if you've ever been to an Edinburgh Festival?
I've not. I just walked around. So
Alright.
just been with my cousin.
Really? I'm the first. Wow, so I've never been to one. We've both never been to one. And unfortunately, it's the end of August, so we're kind of we missed out on whatever happened a couple of days ago, but there's still stuff to behold. Behold!
I go down Olive Road.
Something very touristy right behind me. There is the famous red double-decker bus. I took that when I first went to London, but you can also take that here in Edinburgh. One thing I also have to say is that I noticed there's a lot of trash going on, like the streets haven't been cleaned. It's because there is actually a strike going on right now where, of course, the people in charge of collecting trash want to get a higher wage, and so I don't know exactly how many days it hasn't been cleaned, but it does look like there's been a concert going on in the city. So it does feel a little bit like, I don't know, like does it feel like it's the end of the world or something?
Super.
Yeah, or it's just something different. Or I think aside from people wanting a higher wage, I look at it as also a problem of people consuming goods. It's also, I feel like if we can try to minimize our use of plastic, maybe, or it's also a responsibility for us as a consumer to minimize our waste. So something to think about. It's not just about higher wages, but trying to consume or trying to have less waste. He's very busy right now booking his tickets. We're a bit late for the events here in the Edinburgh Festival, but we might be able to see a show. What's the name of the show called?
Spontaneous Potter.
Yeah, it's about people improvising on Harry Potter, so very much looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully it's good. It's got good reviews online. Trafalgar. Did you say Trafalgar? I have never seen the front part of the Edinburgh Castle looking like this. There's so many chairs around us set up. Usually it's not like this. Obviously it's just like an open space leading up to the castle, but right now it is so full of chairs because there's going to be a performance by the Edinburgh, oh no, it's called the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo. That's the name of the event. Why is it called tattoo? Yeah, so it's what is it? This like soldiers performing? What is it?
Yeah, it's different military bands like tennis.
Right. Yeah. So it's gonna be very, very majestic and really powerful with everyone playing the drums or different instruments. But it's just something. Oh, Kylie Minogue also performed here, and a lot of like popular artists perform right here where the Edinburgh Castle is. So it's just something different and new to see it set up like this. Glorious.
Because people will be travelling, so it's 8 a.m.
Check out the different whiskeys. Oh, look at all the peaks. Lots of peaks. Instead of avoiding the peaks. This place is so popular among tourists or even locals, I suppose. Whiskey, obviously you come here to Scotland because that's where whiskey is from. This place is massive. They have a lot of interesting stuff for cocktails, for food, for consumption, just any type of whiskey consumption, you can find it here.
And it's just beautiful. I think it's one of the top. I think it's one of the top 3 single ones.
How much is it? There's a very long line. I feel like we could be here for an hour. This is the official Harry Potter merch here in Edinburgh, and it also says museum. I don't know if we'll be lining. It's free to enter. Obviously, it's a shop. Do you think you'd want to wait maybe an hour to get in? So we're really gonna wait. Let's continue walking. We have a plane to catch at 5:30 in the afternoon, so I think it's best to grab some scran, grab some merienda before seeing our play.
Can you heat them at all? Can you heat them at all? Glistening.
Yes, it's a lottery, whether you get it red hot or not. marketing trick works every time. When you see a long queue like this, and it's leading towards an ice cream shop, you just want to queue up yourself. So we are being the tourists that we are here in Edinburgh. And we're gonna get ourselves some ice cream. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Aside from queuing up, this is actually not a bad place to line up because right behind me is the Edinburgh Castle. So that's quite the view. Don't mind waiting here. Eddie's back. Check it out. We are pretty close to the entrance, which is right there. Ooh, I see more people coming out with ice cream, but look, the line just never ends. Oh my gosh, that's a long line. Can I try the mango and cardamom if it's alright? And the waffle, can you get 2 scoops? Okay.
2 or 3.
Alright. Where will we? Thank you.
That's your phone there. Thank you.
Oh, what goes well with the walnut and the berry?
So I would do the chocolate in that case because you're already getting a nut here, so you don't really need
The hazel. Alright. Okay,
Yeah.
let's do the dark
Go down
chocolate
for the waffle
and the
cone,
walnut.
please.
Yeah. Waffle.
Can I get the mango and salted caramel?
on our phone.
Yeah. Strategic. Cool. That's me then.
Whoa.
Hi there.
One double do.
Okay. And then
Cheers. So I got the dark chocolate and was it walnut and berry? What did you get?
Salted caramel and mango.
And mango cardamom. So they have like really different flavors. It's made by Mary. We didn't get to meet her because she was at the back. But it's rich. It's a legit gelato. Not from Italy, but from Edinburgh. Delicious. How do you like yours? Masarap. Sobrang masarap. Let's eat. Around Edinburgh and Scotland, check this out. We are gonna refill our water. It's not working? Oh no, it's working! Yay! Philippines, please catch up. We really need to stop with water bottles. Plastic is. This is the way to go. I'll just show lang how it works. Am I gonna get wet? Ooh. What's that? What did you see about the water?
Human right to get fresh water. It's everywhere.
Yeah, especially when you're walking far distances. I really hope the Philippines can have something like that. We bring our bottles everywhere we go because as tourists, and since we love traveling, we have to do our part in being responsible consumers. So please, the Philippines, if anyone has connections to being able to put up things like that, we really have to do that. Even if they charge what, like 10 pesos, 20 pesos, 30 pesos, right, to refill. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it as long as we don't consume plastic. I'd rather spend for water that we can put in our bottle rather than having to buy the plastic itself. I have something to ask you. Have you ever tried have you ever tried a deep fried Mars bar?
Never.
Really? Is that a Scottish thing?
Supposedly, yeah.
Wow. Maybe not today. I still want my waistline today. Another time maybe. Sorry to understand. What's the pun? It's called kick-ass?
Kick-ass.
Why? What's that?
Donkey horse is called ass.
Oh, I had no idea. Is that a female or a male?
Oh, it's a donkey crossed with a horse. It's called an ass.
I didn't know it. One of the reasons why I don't know it because I don't think we get donkeys in the Philippines. So a donkey that's crossed between a horse is an ass. I am a tourist in Eddie's country Can you tell me about this dog in front of it? I don't know anything about the dog.
It's very devoted to his owner.
How do you say it?
He fries Bobby.
Bobby. In the Philippines, we say Bobby. It's not Bobby.
Bobby.
No. How do you say it?
Bobby.
Bobby. Greyfriars Bobby. Greyfriars Bobby. That sounds a bit more natural for me. Let's go inside. Lovey, let's go. There's gonna be a toilet inside.
You are amazing. We love you. We are the spontaneous players. I am Sam. What the fuck is going on over here? This is Stu, Mara, Paul, and now in case anyone's a bit confused, this is an improvised Harry Potter show, if that wasn't abundantly clear. What we're going to do is we are going to be improvising an entirely new Harry Potter show tonight, never seen before, never to be seen again. There is no structure, which will become very obvious very shortly. We do not know which characters we're going to play, we do not know what setting is going to be. If we're looking lost, we are. But we cannot do that without your help. And what we're going to be coming to you for in just a second is titles of Harry Potter stories that do not already exist.
That was a very, very fun Harry Potter improv play that we watched. Did you like it? Yeah? Obviously I can't record the whole thing because that would be just not allowed. But if you're in Edinburgh or in London, I do suggest for you to see any of the plays because, I don't know, it's something that you have to do when you're in the UK. We are about to use the toilet here in the train station and we saw a sign saying that you can actually take a shower for £5. Interesting. And that caps our day in
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. On our way to the station, there's a lot of trash, unfortunately, but hopefully everything gets sorted out. And proud to say that we only consumed one pie from Greg's, which the wrapping was paper, so maybe that's not going to contribute too much to the trash issue, but that's our day. Bye!
Well, I'm just going to say 40.
Let's go with it.